As we welcome who's checked in. We thought about it.
Stretching it all the way out to the three-point line.
Pepperdine's got
so one more to the corner. You have to be down, ready to go, and let that thing go. Daly gets to Ed Schilling and his staff's credit, made a run in the WCC tournament all the way to the semifinal after a really disappointing.
Levy catches on Perry and finishes underneath.
Good pass from Clark. That pass looks easier than it is. You can underthrow it. You can
be the transfer from Green Bay. And here's Donovan Dent in that UCLA offense. Bilodeau.
Pick and roll will become a staple.
Cooley open and he connects.
Cooley's second three of the game. The reason I say Bilodeau had a really good year last year. Led the team in scoring, 40% from three, running the offense, making it easier for everyone.
Karl Malone watch list for the best.
Another one.
Pepperdine knocking down threes at a high rate here.
5 last year just because they didn't get enough out of what they thought were going to be their 5 men. So a little different for him. He'll have different matchup bucket with the foul.
Already a deflection, now a steal. Daly is turning up the defense.
See, Dent, that's what you love about Dent. His decision-making, his unselfishness. He could have taken that thing into the Monday night. Like, if they get that from him, and not even really the NBA point guard in the college game, with his change of speed, his command of the game, he's never sped up. Don't want him shooting a ton of them, but he can make one.
Seems like there's just Pepperdine 3 of 7 from 3 early. Lamar Brown hits that jumper. He plays with a lot of desperation on both ends. Opponent Brown. Bilodeau shuffles the feet.
I was just getting ready to say, Carlo, be in that pick and pop situation. That time, turned the corner, got to the elbow. Bilodeau's natural instinct, I got a smaller guy on me, let me back him down. But how many times do you actually score? When Clark's strong enough to hold his ground, he gets him down into that mid-post area, but look at the shot he gets.
And Clark whistle for the foul, his second.
But then, let's say UCLA pushes this lead out to even 15, right? Now you can't exhale, and that's the whole point. This is a 40-minute thing. These are habits, defensive habits. We play with the same intensity every game, the same aggressiveness every game.
Straight jacket in the paint, and UCLA forces a turnover.
Down.
Dent back in the ball game. So Dent and Perry out there. Maybe an opportunity to get Donovan Dent going. Does have an assist.
Yeah, there's a real opportunity for any player, not just Donovan Dent. If you come here, you're going to get better.
Great with 3 to shoot. Booker with a two-handed flush.
Booker. That's the defense leading to offense. I was talking. Quick rip through to the basket, gets a foul.
The transfer from Marist to
Ed Schilling. Glad to have those two back. Been in the pro, even though they didn't play last year, we're in the program, understand their terminology.
Cooley shooting jumps off the page on 47% last year. And for 2 years, looking to inflate the lead.
Change of position for him, playing more of the 4 instead of the 5. Of course, UCLA on the defensive end.
Big deflection there. 5 straight free throws.
Speaking of fouling, Carlo, that's the other thing we haven't mentioned, that when UCLA is right defensively, don't foul. They are a low foul team. When they are engaged defensively.
Done a pretty good job until that timeout. Booker the offensive rebound, and he's fouled. And you mentioned it earlier.
Cleaned it up, got 2 free throws. Event.
11 points. He was the only player off the bench to score in double figures. Battling and Phipps another offensive rebound. Deep 3.
They let it go. Not a smart foul by Cooley. Not understanding that UCLA in the bonus. Yes, a lot of guys would be forcing it by now, trying to get going and get some points in the box.
That almost spills into the backcourt. The shot clock just gets back to 20. To the basket, spins one in.
There's that flex cut action I've been talking about. If you don't communicate, it
makes it for everybody else. And Cronin multiple times has compared Donovan Dent to a great quarterback on the floor.
Yeah, in the country, and I think one of 15 teams that has a chance.
Tries to bully his way forward, gets his own rebound.
Shot by Booker to contest. Go pick.
And he hits back to the free throw line.
Instead of trying tougher shots around the defense for that, and he does.
He goes 1 of 2. UCLA back up 8. And defensive 5 seconds.
Here's what's interesting.
Team that offense seems to come easy, struggling here.
2 of 9. Like they are. They got to stop putting UCLA on the foul.
Pocket pass. Williams steps through. And umbrella up top. Looks back door. Has its man. And a two-handed finish up top for Cicic.
Look.
There's no guessing.
Nope.
Philadelphia's open. For a three-point line. It's still up 9. Sky Clark trying to keep
Pepperdine now in the bonus as well.
In the back half of the season, scored 12 against Gonzaga. Hits the first. A lot of good games going on.
A lot of games tonight.
Booker has now got the smaller major on.
Go again on the back down. Mismatch. We take him down. Do we have a plan? 1-2 dribble spin.
Brown hits the first. Transfer from University of Missouri, Kansas City. Points and rebounds.
He's going to be a factor. He strikes me as one of those players that he's going to have a game or two.
It's about his attitude and his approach. Off the hands of Major.
Booker stays after it, and they do get the turnover.
Xavier Booker, Don, to maybe have a fresh start on his college career.
Yeah, but different. And he's
transfer from Michigan State. Philadelphia thought about it.
Then third one tonight. Just can't get it to go down right in front of the rim.
Bruins probably feel like they should have a lot more than 37 points on the board. And UCLA takes the 9-point lead into the shot, nearly 38% last season. With some spillage on the floor.
But did most of his, he's really good.
Levy. Booker with the denial.
That's what's being asked of Xavier Booker.
Top of the ball. Shot clock runs out on Pepperdine. 7th turnover for the Waves. You've yet to score out of the break.
Zone already. Now 16-point lead for UCLA.
Donovan Dent's first field goal.
Pepperdine's got to find a way to score here.
And Booker.
Again.
Racing shots at the rim.
Front of the rim, and he starts sending shots back like that. UCLA's defense becomes elite. Proven that. He proved it at Michigan State. The problem was he was spending too much time out there, and I think the director, we know you can make it, so knock it in, but we don't want you spending a whole lot of time out there. Funny to say, but you know, getting confident blocking shots, like once you.
One more coming. Philadelphia in his second season with UCLA. Goes 1 of 2.
Had a couple.
Chichi with the recycle.
Two guys went to try and get the shot initially, left the front of the rim.
Daly, Phipps sets up and delivers the three.
Good answer here by Pepperdine to cut it back to 12.
Perry pump fakes, and he's hacked in the act.
But what a great story in this day and age of college basketball, with all the things that we talk about, NIL porting.
This season to his late father. And a neat piece in there, Don, is Eric.
Young guy he is.
He brings it forward for the Bruins. Looking to add to their 13-point lead. This block party after the foul.
Start the second half and give UCLA's defense credit. Still only a 13-point lead.
So deflects it. Maybe it was Booker.
And one of the new rules, good at that, isn't he? Moving without it, cutting behind the defense. That's the second or third time tonight Cooley's gotten loose down there.
Seven on the shot clock. Sky Clark steps back for three. Bullseye!
You could just tell.
Top set for Phipps when he finishes through traffic.
Yeah, but again, Carlo, that's
Jamerson, an offensive foul. That initial separation, but we've kind of played it in between 14 and 8 points ever since.
Yeah. But just no flow either, no rip.
So here's Aaron Clark.
The last several possessions.
On. Another opportunity for Mick Cronin in this. And one. Turns and fires and puts it in.
He's so under control, never sped up. That time, a lot of younger guards would force this, try to make some, but he goes up to the step.
And an offensive foul. A foul underneath. On the left block for Radovanovic. Somebody Ed Schilling is really high on.
Never anything rushed. A lot of guards get that deeper, anxious to get it out of there. He waits for the play to develop. Gets Billy
on. A shifty move from Dent.
McCronin will take that every night. Because if you do, this is what's going to happen. Just so under control. There's a lot of guys that burst and get by that initial defender, but then are a little out of control. Very slow for Donovan Dent.
Local product, went to Centennial High School. He's on the same team with Jared McCain. Dozic. Hoists the three and rolls it in.
They are doing just enough for UCLA not to put them away.
With a right-handed finish.
Again, but Dent entering the paint, breaking the defense down, kicking it out. That opens up drive.
Perry, scoop layup with the right hand.
And that'll open up his perimeter game. That's 2 times here.
Aaron Clark with 7 to shoot. Left it short.
Good defense, Galito. They don't throw it to him a lot down on that block, but when he gets it, he takes his time, he surveys the floor. All is so important. If you have a really good one, you got a chance.
For the corner, and he connects. 17 for Cooley.
He was a freshman, made mistakes, wasn't given a huge opportunity, but he is so much more. Perry's just got to understand that.
And he didn't say he's not going to be Jaime, but he's going to improve every single year.
And there are some examples of that, but not everyone's an example of that. And I think if you're end up being the 18th pick in the draft. Ain't so bad to be in college basketball these days, by the way.
Pepperdine gets a stop out of it. Aaron Clark, shorts than everybody else out there. He said that kind of comes from his parents. Always just telling him to express himself.
Yeah, those are old school. Those are like Fab Five blank shorts. I think it's going to be hard for Pepperdine to come all the way back at this point. Clark knocks down the three, but Ed Schilling's got to be proud of his group. Come in here, it's not easy to come.
The steal and the score. An exclamation point. Tries to stay in front, and Aaron Clark flips it in. 9 in a row now for Aaron Clark. Phipps with Bilodeau hunting him down. Moves it up and in. The Donovan Dent.
Good defense to be, but better than Monday night. And I think Booker is very encouraging his activity on the defensive end. But give